What's up, guys? It's me again, Christian Rodriguez, and this is my second video of the day, but it's going to be super short. I wanted to talk about the something I've been learning, and I'm currently reading this book. It's called The Secrets to Power Negotiating, and it's from Roger Dawson. It's by Roger Dawson. I don't know why I said it that way, but I thought this would be something really good to talk about, especially that I'm working on starting my own business. I'm working on starting my own agency. Now, now in terms of part of being an entrepreneur, right? You have to learn negotiation skills. That's the biggest reason why I'm reading that book. Also, just understanding human behavior. But I'm gonna be honest. A lot of entrepreneurs are probably gonna hate me if they're watching this because it's a secret. They use it all the time, and it's not even just entrepreneurs or business, but people use it all the time. You might have a girlfriend who uses this on you and you don't even realize it. You might have a friend who uses it on you and you don't even realize it. But it's called the funny money gambit. It sounds funny, right? And Roger Dawson talks about it. I'm like, the funny money gambit, like, what the heck does that mean? So what it means is, I'll give you an example. So I've seen people say, I've seen like businesses. I'm not gonna say his name or what channel he is, but I've seen an influencer talk about how he's selling his services. He's selling his services, and he's compared it to 150 $150 a month. And he's like, that's really not that big of a deal. He says, you spend that amount on coffee anyway. And then he said, but you can, but for $5 a day, which is a cup of coffee a day, you can have access to these types of services. And I remember learning about Dawson's principles, and I'm like, that sounds a lot like the funny gambit. And really, what the funny money gambit is kind of like making the dollar amount sound cheaper or more insignificant than it actually is. So if someone says, "Oh, it's just $5 a day," that's how much you spend on coffee, just $5 a day. Your mind's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that's $5. That's super cheap." But if you do the math, $5 a day, right, for an entire year. Or I'm terrible at math, but say it's $1,500, right? $1,500 a year. I pulled that out of my head. I know I'm wrong, but let's just say it's $1,500 a year. You're not gonna buy it if it's $1,500. If I told you you get something for a year, but it's $1,500, you're probably not gonna buy it. But now, if I break it down and I'm like, oh, it's only $5 a day, and you have access to this really good service for the entire year. You just pay $5 a day, and you have access. Salespeople use this all the time. When I did sales, we had a monthly plan when we sold for a charity, and we talked about, for like $1 a day, you could help out a kid with cancer, and it's really great. It's really helpful, very impactful for the family. And I know that you probably can't do the big donation right now, the one-time tax-deductible donation. So just do this one that's $1 a day. I'm telling you right now, it's used all the time on you. It's used all the freaking time, and I know I'm talking about it in a business sense, but if you look at other entrepreneurs, if you look at just people in general, they probably use this on you. You're probably thinking of a moment where someone's probably said something to you about it. Maybe you haven't. You don't want to go on a trip because it's a lot of money, right? And maybe your girlfriend wants to go on a trip. I'm trying to explain this in a practical sense. So say maybe you don't want to go on a trip because you want to save money, and your girlfriend's like, oh babe, let's go on a trip, let's go to Europe or something like that, right? And you're like, I don't know, I'm saving money right now, I don't really want to spend. She's like, actually, it's really not that much money, because for only, if you do the math, me and you are only going to split it 50-50. And to be honest, if you look at it, it's only like about $100 a month to pay for whatever we need. And especially if you split it between the both of us. I'm doing a terrible job explaining this, but I really want you guys to understand this. So maybe that she dumps it down. She compares it like, oh, this is nothing. This is as much as you would, paying for a trip. Paying for this trip is the same as paying for groceries. Maybe the groceries is $60 to $100. You pay that once a month for a year, and you buy off the vacation. It's really not that much money. And then you start rationalizing in your head. You're like, oh, it isn't that much money. It's only like $60 to $100 a month for an entire year. But then you don't realize, oh wait, that's like $2,000. That's like $3,000 for the entire year. Not 3,000. I'm exaggerating, but you see, I'm on the spot, so math is not good right now. But you get what I mean. You end up spending more money than you think you're spending, because the salesperson or your girlfriend or whoever is using this on you is making you think, oh, okay, it's cheaper than it actually is. Like, you're spending, it's almost like downplaying the amount of money you're spending. You're still spending the money. It's just, they didn't say pay $2,000 up front. They're telling you to pay $10,000, $50 a month. Something very low. Once you see through this, you won't fall for this as much. And I hope you guys are very aware of this. And I thought this would be very good, because this is a sales tactic. This is for business. It's not good or bad. It's just, that's how life is. That's what it is. I'm just letting you know, because I spotted this in a book, and then I spotted it in real life, and I thought, hey, I should share it. So